Hey folks, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, or whatever the case may be. Hang on 1 second. Sorry about that, just had to suddenly remembered I gotta let Wolfie know when I'm doing a video so that she knows to keep it down. If you saw my ASMR video from last night, then you'll understand. She was very quiet, but then started having a conversation. Anyways, yeah, if you listen really closely, you can hear her. But yeah, conversation doesn't make any sense. At least anyways, so yeah, it was my first time trying an ASMR. I think it turned out all right. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. So yesterday was Lola's birthday, and so I was there for most of her live stream. I say most because I ended up laying down. Got into a little bit of an argument through Messenger, Facebook Messenger, with my dad. Yeah. But got that all straightened out. But yeah, I ended up in a bad mood and stressed out. Ended up getting a headache, so I went and I laid down. And I was still listening to Lola. But at that point in time, she had already been alive for like, what was it, 5 hours? So I don't know exactly how long she was live for. But yeah, I gotta check that so I can watch the rest of it. And then today, Jill from, what is it? What's the name? It's been so long since she did a video. Diamond painting with the Edwards. Yeah, so she went live today, did a live stream, and I was working on this. As you can see, I'm almost done. Yay. So this won't take me very much longer, and then I'll have it finished. Yay, can't wait, because oh my god, these drills. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, during her live stream I ended up laying down for a little bit because I was tired. And so I laid down on the couch and fell asleep. Yeah, fell asleep. And I woke up and looked at my phone, and well, Jill's face was still on the screen on my phone. But then there's the white circle buffering. Yeah, so I don't know how long it had been doing that. But yeah. Something else I gotta look into. Been having issues with the Wi-Fi here today. So, not too thrilled about that. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, yesterday I had messaged my dad asking if we could borrow the truck tomorrow, meaning today, to go to the town next door to do some shopping, because Wolfie told me that one of her checks had cleared and she could access it in her account. And because she got an email from the bank stating as much, that one of the checks had cleared. She's like, okay, cool. So I messaged him and asked him about borrowing the truck, and he's like, no, gonna be busy for doing a dirt run, and then it's gonna be tied up for the next few days. It's like, oh, okay. And he suggested the bus, looking into the bus. So I googled the bus system, because there is a medical bus that travels through here twice a week. But it only goes through from here to through the town next door once a week, and that's every Tuesday. So I took a screenshot of the schedule, and it's like, okay, so it would pick us up here in town here at like 9 a.m. would drop us off at the town next door 9:40, and but then it won't pick us up again until like 4:50 in the town next door. So we'd be stuck in the town next door for 7 hours. Plus, it's $5 one way per person, so that's $10 just for Wolfie and I to go, just to go there to the town next door. Then there's, because of the different places that we would have to go, we would need bus fare to because there is a bus system there. So we would have to have bus fare for the buses there. So, and I don't know the exact bus fare for there, but it's probably like $2.25 or $2.50 per person. So if it's like $2.50, that's $5 to go from downtown to out to Walmart, and then another $5 back in order to catch the bus. Plus so right there, right off the bat, that's $5 there, so that's $10, $5 each, so that's $10, and then another $5 out to Walmart, that's $15, $5 back, that's $20, plus $10 for us to come home, that's $30 right there, just in bus fare. And that's, yeah, just in bus fare. Plus, we need to get 2 bottles of water filled, so we would have to take 2 empty bottles with us to take to the store to get them refilled. And there's only one store that I know of where we can get that done. And then we'd be lugging those things around, plus whatever shopping that we do at like if we go to more than one store. Like we can go to Walmart, use the shopping cart at Walmart, but then we can't. I don't know about taking the Walmart shopping cart across the road to the dollar store. I don't know if we can do that. And then there's having to, like, after we do our shopping, like we'll have like milk, we'll have like dairy products and frozen products like milk, eggs, cheese, meat, that kind of stuff, plus frozen veg and yogurt and all of that kind of stuff, right? So we don't want any of that stuff to spoil, go bad, thaw, all of that stuff. But so we would have to like take a cooler with us. We don't have a cooler, so we could buy a cooler. But it's like all of this stuff that we would have to transport, and then like to lug it all onto the bus to go to where the medical bus would pick us up, and then like to lug all of this stuff from one place to the next, like. We would need like a cart of our own in order to be able to do that, and there's no guarantees that we would be able to, like, there's just way too much. Like we could get one of those collapsible carts, sure, that's great, but what's the weight limit? The 2 jugs of water on top of all the groceries could push us over that weight limit. There's just too many. Anyways, I pointed out a whole bunch of these things to my dad. Not all of it, but a bunch of them. And then he's like, well, then I guess you better get the van up and running, eh? And I snapped. And I'm like, I will never put any money into that vehicle. Don't bring it up. Yeah. Well, I snapped. at him. And yeah, and then I went to sleep. When I woke up from my nap, there was a message from him. Okay, I'll never bring it up again. Can you wait until Thursday? I'm like, okay. And he did a smiley face, and I did a smiley face, so things are all better now. He didn't actually apologize, but that's kind of his way of apologizing. Well, it's kind of an apology. He didn't actually say I'm sorry, but... or did he? But anyways, he apologized in a way. He won't bring up the subject of the van, doing anything to do with the van again, because I've told him multiple times, there's no point in me putting money into getting the van up and running and insuring it, and because I'd basically be forking out money every month on like insurance, gasoline, plus repairs for it every month, whereas that money could be saved to go towards a better running vehicle, right? Which is what I would rather do. And I have my I have a car waiting, basically waiting. I just have to say, I just gotta make sure I've got the money first, and then I can go and get it. As long as I have like three quarters of the money is a down payment, and then the rest, basically, I just go out there once a month on payday and visit and give them some money. I give each month towards the purchase of it. And that way too, like, and because of who I'm buying it off of, I'm buying it off of my ex-boyfriend, so I know that it's going to be in really good condition, because he's been working on vehicles. He's been a mechanic for like 30 years already, and he's not even 50 yet. But yeah, he's been working on cars for 30 years, since high school. And yeah, so, and he specializes in Subarus. So and I've wanted to get a Subaru since high school, because I know that, like, with a Subaru I can get him to fix it. Anything that's wrong with it, I can get him to fix it, and he will take payments. And yeah, so that's what I'm focused on. I'm not going to talk to my dad about buying this car, because when I was in high school and I told my dad that I wanted to get a Subaru, he's like, "Oh, the parts are expensive. They're expensive to fix." Okay, I don't care. Like, well, in a way I do care about the cost, but see, I know somebody that I trust to make sure that the work is done right. And Subarus are very, very good, reliable vehicles. I know this because I've heard horror stories about my ex-boyfriend's mother, who's not that gentle on vehicles. And if she can walk away from a crash in a Subaru, then yeah, then I can definitely then definitely a Subaru would be best for me. Because yeah, I'm not a crazy driver. Well, I used to be a bit of a crazy driver. I'm not anymore. Not like I used to. It doesn't take me long to figure out the ins and outs of a vehicle in certain ways. Like, if what kinds of abuse the vehicle can take without overdoing it, because I've had a couple that have been abused a bit, and still run. Yeah, they can still get me from point A to point B. Yeah, that's why I know there's no point in putting any money into the van. It's not worth it at all. I know enough about vehicles to know that much. I have very little experience aside from that when it comes to vehicles. I have had to do a bit of work here and there on vehicles of my own, but I've always, if it's something that I myself cannot physically do, then I take it to somebody that I know can do the work. And even then, I've been screwed over. Yeah. Like my ex was supposed to do some work on I had a big diesel truck. I got it because it was the type of truck that he liked and could work on. And it needed a part replaced, and he couldn't get the old part out, so he just left it. It's like, it's dangling underneath the dashboard, and he just left it because he couldn't get it out. And that's how it was when I got rid of the truck. I traded the truck in for this van, and it's like, when I went to go take a look at the truck to buy the truck, I wanted Jag to go with me. He was like, "Oh, we'll take the landlord." Really? I'd rather you go with me because you know vehicles. Yeah, he decided that he'd rather just sit on his ass in front of that Xbox playing his video games rather than help me pick out take a look at a truck that he wanted. Even though I'd be driving it, it was a truck that he wanted. And like, if I yeah, anyways, that's in the past. That's over and done with. Anyways, so how are you guys? I'm doing better. I personally, I'm doing better. I'm still having issues with my depression right now, because of everything that's been going on. With going back, with having to cut down on my antidepressants for a little while, and now going back up to the proper dosage, I am having emotional issues. Nothing major, nothing serious. It's just I want to sleep a little bit more. I'm still working on getting used to the CPAP. If I'm in the bedroom and I'm laying down, then I put the CPAP on. But then, like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll take the CPAP off, and then I'll roll over and go back to sleep. I'm still doing that. Today when I had my nap on the couch, well, the CPAP was in the bedroom, so yeah. But I wanted to lay down out here, so I did. Oh goodness, I am getting pretty low on these drills. Yeah. Of course, I am Starting to worry a little bit that I might run out of a color. But if I do, that's okay. It's not a big deal. The world's not going to end if I run out. I'll just look through what I've got and figure out if I've got what I need in leftover spare drills. Yeah. And that's because there are so many frickin' bad drills. Oh, and Wolfie gave me she gave me permission to buy a wagon. You know, those collapsible fold-up wagons? Yeah, she gave me permission to buy one from Temu. Because my dad got one that he bought from Canadian Tire. And he's like, yeah, check it out. I can. It's like, cool. Yeah, he pulled my bonus mom around in it. He even put the dog in there and pulled the dog around in it. I will try to get more videos of the dog, of Chevy, the next time that we go over to their place. Anyways, but yeah, she gave me permission to buy one. So as soon as her money is cleared, oh yeah, I was talking about that earlier. So yeah, when I got sidetracked. So anyways, yeah, all that issue and whatnot. And then we were gonna go to 7-Eleven last night for a treat. And she's like, well, this is weird. It says that that I can't access any of the money, that it's still on hold. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah. And she shows me, and she's like, and she shows me and then she shows me the email, and there's actually 3 emails, one for each check. And I'm like, did you actually read the email? She's like, no. I'm like, well, okay, well, this is what the email says. The money has been deposited, the check has been deposited into your account, so you can now destroy the check. But the check needs time to clear. So yeah, still don't have access to the money. Bummer. So we're hoping that the checks have cleared by Thursday. If not, well, GST is on Thursday, so we can still go to the town next door and pick up a couple of things. Yeah. But as soon as the money is cleared, then she's gonna e-transfer some money to me, and I'm gonna order the wagon just by itself. Just order the wagon, because I can get. We're looking at the wagons at Canadian Tire, and they're like $150 and up, right? Basically, they're over $100. And my dad's like, yeah, you can't get them for less than $100. Okay, I go on to Temu. The cheapest is like $33. Actually, no, I think the cheapest was like $25 and change for one of those for a wagon. Now the one that I'm ordering, it also has pockets. It's got a couple of pockets on it. And the handle is is a telescopic handle, and it's like 4.4 stars out of 5, and it's like the #1 top rated yada yada on Temu, right? All great reviews that they show. Yeah. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed. It also says that it's like it takes a day to deliver, or a day or two for delivery, like next day delivery type deal. Okay, well, let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna put in my flex delivery mailing address and see if they'll do it. Yeah. Okay. My nose is itchy. I gotta take an allergy pill, or else it's just gonna keep being itchy. But yeah, I wanna get this. I'm gonna get this canvas done tonight, and then I'm gonna go back to working on Eeyore, the cross stitch, for a while. And yeah, so I want to order that wagon by itself first, and then as soon as it comes in, then I can start. I'm gonna start. Then I can actually use the wagon to transport packages to the post office, and we can take our empty water jugs to the grocery store in town here and get them filled and brought back. And Wolfie's like, yeah, I'll pull the wagon while you walk your bike. It's like, yay. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I've actually been wanting one ever since I saw them when Jag and I were living in a motorhome. He named the motorhome Lagatha. From the show Vikings, Ragnar Lothbrok's first wife, Lagatha. Yeah, named the RV Lagatha. Yeah, we all of our vehicles, when Jag and I were together, all of the vehicles had names. The car that my dad gave me, that I had when Jag and I got back together, I called the car Baby. And then we got Lagatha. Then we got the gray pickup truck that we named Big Bertha. Little Bertha was his chainsaw. Then I got Hank the Tank, the big green diesel truck. Yeah, and then I got the white van that I named Blue. Yeah. It's a white van that I named Blue. Well, that's because the interior is blue. Blue upholstery inside. Yeah. And just thinking about the van also makes me feel blue. It's kind of depressing. But there's several different interpretations for the color blue. Well, for calling the van blue, because blue skies, for symbolizing freedom, because having the van helped me be able to move away from my ex, away from Jag, because it gave my cat Peaches a place to live while at my dad's, because he couldn't actually be in the house because my bonus mom's allergies. Although if her allergies are as bad as they claim to be, then when I was living in their motorhome with Peaches, she would not have been able to go into the motorhome because of Peaches. But she seemed to have no issues with going in there to clean while Peaches was still in there. Peaches would just hide under the blanket on the bed. Yeah. But whatever. Because she also suffers from asthma, my bonus mom. She has asthma and she only has one lung. I don't remember why. Don't remember why she only has one lung, but yeah, she's only got the one lung. So maybe it's just the cat dander causing her asthma to act up. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, talked with Wolfie about how things will be better once we have the car, because I want to get season passes for both of us to the community center, to the fitness room at the community center here. I would rather the community center in the town next door, because they have a fitness room, plus they've got the big indoor pool. And when I used to live in the town next door, I'd go to the community center twice a week. I'd use the fitness room, and then afterwards I'd go into the pool area, and I'd switch between relaxing in the hot tub and swimming laps in the pool for a while before heading back home. And I do miss doing that. No one pushed me to do it. Nobody pestered me to do it. I did it on my own, and I enjoyed doing it. And I ended up making friends. I ended up becoming friends with some guys in town. Yeah, they'd sit in the hot tub as well. But like they'd go and they'd hang out in the hot tub for hours at a time, which was a lot. And yeah, I'd have fun hanging out with them, joking around and whatnot. And we'd also go to McDonald's and sit and joke around there, and yeah, play cards. And I miss doing that, but I haven't tried to reconnect with any of those guys because, well, never really had a way of connecting with them in the first place, except through, like, I ended up dating one of them. And would just meet up with him and hang out with him, and he was the one that was like, yeah, this is what we do, and yeah, so, and yeah. Anyways, yeah, I would like to, and like, I don't know how much, like, I don't know what the facility looks like at the community center here, but it's something to look into. If there's an indoor pool, that's awesome. If not, oh well. There probably isn't, because, well, we want to go swimming. We can we could just go down the road to the lake, to the river. Go to the beach. Yeah, go to the beach, go swimming. Yeah. But I also want to look into volunteering at the thrift store. Something to get Wolfie and I both out of the house, because these are things that I'd want her to do as well, because it gets us out of the house, gives us exercise, fresh air, and we both need this. We do. We definitely do. Because I don't want either of us to end up being like 300, 400, 500 pounds, barely able to move. Excuse me. Because all we do is sit on our butts and according to my dad, do nothing. Yeah. And I don't want to end up that way. Because I've already got enough health issues, and I don't want Wolfie to end up with health issues like me. It's bad enough she's a big fluffy girl like me, but yeah, something to work towards, as well as fostering. I do want to start fostering cats and small dogs. 1 or 2 at a time. No more than 2 animals at a time. Definitely no more than 2 animals at a time. Yeah, And see, it all stems on having a reliable vehicle to be able to get around and get stuff done. Plus, with once we have the car, we can go through the stuff that's in the van and clean it up, get rid of the recycling, the empties, all the empty cardboard boxes, all the dirty laundry. Yes, there's a whole bunch of dirty laundry in the car, in the van. And eventually, at some point, we're gonna get a wringer washer, and so then we can use it to wash all of our laundry except for the comforters. I've had a wringer washer before, so I know how to use it. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but that's what I call it, a wringer washer. It's got the 2 compartments. Yeah, but yeah, we had one before. I liked using it. And then we'll get like the collapsible clothes rack thingy for hanging our clothes up to dry. Yeah. And then we would only have to go to my dad's to do our comforters. And hopefully they'll have a clothesline put up again so that the comforters can hang to dry. But yeah, in the meantime, oh goodness me, what a day, what a day. And then also at some point, Wolfie's going to be renewing her passport, and then getting a plane ticket to go to Florida to visit her boyfriend. And he's really got to figure out where he wants to live. Because he said that he does not want to live in Canada. Which means Wolfie would have to look into living down there in the States with him, and he's wanting to buy a house, and with being a vet, he said that they will help him with purchasing a house, which is pretty cool. I'm just really hoping that by that time he's figured out where exactly he wants to live. I feel I would feel most comfortable with Wolfie living somewhere where any of my American friends can help if anything happened to her. That I could just reach out to them and say, yeah, this is what's going on, and then they could like go and help. Like, worst case scenario, it doesn't work and she needs to come back. But yeah, from the sounds of things, I doubt that that'll happen, but you never know. I thought that would never happen with her father, but it did. Should have realized that he hasn't changed much since in 20 years. He's opened up more, talks more openly. Yeah, but yeah, just too many secrets with him, and then with him going behind my back and the stuff that he the things that he said and did behind my back, just, I'm done. I am so done with that man. And I'm quite fine not having anything to do with him ever again. Even though at the end of the day, I do still love it. I do still love that guy. I know. Weird. Crazy. But you cannot control who you love. The heart wants what the heart wants. But also, like, because of all the crap that I've done in my past, it made me overlook the one guy that has always been there, no matter what, no matter who, no matter what I was going through, and I always ended up running back to him because it was just too easy. After I first met him, when Wolfie was a wee little baby, yeah. He's always been there for me to, it's always been easy for me to reach out to him and talk with him. And still at the same time, he's not as talkative, but he is nowadays. He does talk more than he used to about stuff. He tells, like, when he comes over to visit, he talks about, oh, this is what's been going on at work, this is what's been going on with, yeah, so we talk, not as much as I would like about certain serious things, but it's weird trying to open up to him and trying to figure out what he wants out of life. Like his profile on Facebook still says that he's single. And he thinks of me as a really good friend, more than just friends, but really good friends. Okay. I will refer to him as my boyfriend until he says otherwise. Yeah. Because, well, how else am I going to describe him, right? Because we spend time together. We spend quality time together. We hang out. And, yeah. We do go places sometimes. Like, I'm hoping that, the week after payday at the end of June, I will have enough money that he can take me to go to get my car. As long as I've got enough money to go get the car, then yeah. And my ex-boyfriend is okay with the amount that I've got. Yeah. But we shall see. Fingers crossed, because I really want to get the car at the end of June. I'd love to be able to go and get it now, and just say, here's $3,000. Yeah, here's $3,000. I'll be back at the end of June with another 1,000. That'll put it up $4,000. End of July will be $5,000. End of August will be $6,000. If need be, end of September will be $7,000. He didn't give me an exact quote, so I don't know the exact amount that he's going to be wanting. It all depends on shop costs, he said. But I still would like to be able to go and see him at the end of June. Hopefully his girlfriend will still be visiting, because it would be nice to see her too. Yeah. Well, but we'll see. So, yeah. In the meantime, I will continue making videos for you guys to watch and enjoy. And continue, ooh, I gotta get the lawn done. It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, I better get off of here and get that done. Yeah. And then make dinner. Gonna have rice and chili. And I do it like super cheap and easy way. Can of Puritan mild chili mixed with cooked rice. It's like super cheap, super easy. I just cook up the rice, open up the can of chili. When the rice is done cooking, I dump the can of chili into the rice and mix it. The rice warms up the chili and the chili cools down the rice, so it's just the perfect temperature. Yeah. You make do with what you got. And when you're on assistance or disability, you can't always afford fresh fruits and vegetables and enough ingredients to be able to make a decent meal every night. You can try, no guarantees, but if you have if you have your own little garden, that's awesome. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. My dad's talked about helping me do that, but I'm not much in the way of a gardener because it requires going outside. Yes, it requires going outside, and I don't like going outside all that much. Although once I've got a car, I can come and go as I please. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I gotta get some stuff done around here. And yeah, then I'll finish this section, and then I've got 2 more sections to do, and then I'm done with the King Cobra. Yay! In the meantime, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.